guys at all, or what's kind of the feeling around the team? I'm sure happy for him, but what's kind of the feeling around the offense?
We still feel good. I mean, we're happy that we're going to be able to finish out the year with Coach Scott. Obviously, he's a great coach, but also a great man. So I'm excited for the opportunity he's going to get. But we feel really good. We've had some good practices, and he'll be back here in a couple days. So I mean, we're going to be ready either way, and we'll finish out the season.
How have you changed from this time last year to entering the playoffs now, both on and off the field? How's the experience of a year as a national championship winning quarterback impacted you?
I think just like you said, having that experience of playing a year, and then also just knowing what to expect going into this stage and these moments ahead. So just kind of being there before and knowing what to expect, and I feel like that gives me an advantage just because I've been there before.
Were you nervous last year?
Yeah, a little bit, especially before the national championship. A little bit before the Notre Dame game, but before the national championship, I was really nervous. But I mean, I feel good going into this year. Like I said, have some experience.
Do you bring nerves at all? Are you nervous at all this year, or are you like?
I think. Yeah, I mean, I think before every game I get butterflies and get a little bit nerved up, just like any other game. But right now I feel good and just trying to get as much work in as we can before we leave.
What's your impression of the Ohio State defense?
They're really good. I mean, obviously statistically they're one of the best in the country, and just from how they execute, they keep everything in front of them, and they have really good corners, a good D-line, obviously, and their backers are solid too. So. Just the whole defense is really good, well coached, and they don't do a ton of different stuff, but they're really good at what they do, and they just line up, and if you can beat them, you can beat them, but if not, they got a really good plan and a really good defense.
How do you like your lines match up with Chase Young?
I mean, I think we have one of the best, if not the best, O-line in the country, so I really like our matchup against him. Obviously, he's a great player, and for anyone to go up against him is definitely a challenge, but I like us over anyone else.
What was your relationship with Justin like in high school? I know you guys had the same QB trainer.
Yeah.
A bunch together. I don't know if you texted every day or whatever. But.
Yeah, I mean, we would talk every now and then, and I would mostly see him at a bunch of camps, and we worked out a few times together. So we definitely had a good relationship. We weren't like super close, but he was only probably 30 minutes down the road. So we, like I said, worked out a few times and saw him at pretty much every camp in the summer.
With what you're involved with here, do you have any time to pay attention to what he's doing?
Yeah, I mean, the year he's had it's been awesome to see, and obviously him being from Georgia and us being in the same class, and kind of his journey to get there has been, really cool to see him do all those things, and I get to watch them. They play at noon a lot, so we'll be in the hotel, we'll flip the game on, we'll kind of bounce around, but I've got to watch them a good bit.
You guys entered very similar situations in that you were both obviously 1 and 2 in recruiting, and entered places that you've been in the playoff with incumbent starters, and ended up kind of going in the opposite directions in year 1. Have you ever thought roles have been reversed, or how things might have played out for you if you've been the guy who had to wait a year on the bench, or vice versa?
Yeah, just mostly I've had some of those thoughts, and just really proud to be here, and really happy that I made this decision. Obviously, not just because of that, but just because of the people here, and my experience here has been so good, and just thankful to be at a place like Clemson.
What about his journey, you said, has impressed you? What has stood out?
I think just everything not going perfect for him, and having to kind of bounce back and go to a different school and really making something happen there instead of just falling behind and thinking of what could have happened, and he really just looked for what was ahead of him, and I mean he's had a great year, obviously.
Knowing the way you did, you probably watch him now. You expected this to come.
Yeah, I mean he's a great player, and I knew that ever since high school, and just seeing how he's kind of worked and competed, and I feel like he's earned everything he's gotten, and it's been cool to watch.
You spoke of experience, Trevor. What do you know about this process, about the whole playoff and all the kind of chaos that goes with it that maybe you didn't know when you were a freshman?
There's just a lot going on, whether it's like media out there or going to do some event with the bowl or whatever it may be. There's a lot going on, and just kind of knowing how to channel that. And I learned that last year and had a bunch of good leaders and seniors to show me that. And I feel good about going into it this year, knowing what the schedule's going to be like, and knowing that I've been in a bowl game before, and knowing how it's all going to work.
How did you react to what's wrong with Trevor talk the first couple games of the season?
Just kept going to work every day. Didn't really think about it too much, and I knew what I was doing was going to pay off. And eventually, obviously had some bad plays, but I knew I was doing things the right way, and really just kept working. And I feel like I ironed out a lot of those early mistakes.
Do you feel you're playing at a higher level now than you were at this stage, certainly a year ago?
Definitely, yeah. I think in all facets I'm playing at a lot higher level, just decision making, extending plays, just knowing the whole offense, all those things.
It's funny because Justin kind of endured a lot of the critiques and questions and criticisms last year that you kind of had to endure at the beginning of this year. When I talked to him about it, he's like, I wouldn't have had it any other way. I needed to learn from those experiences. Do you sort of feel the same way about how your journey has played out?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think you can learn. There's something to learn in every situation, and sometimes it's easier to learn in the bad situations than the good ones. So I definitely see what he's saying. And for me, I mean, if that's the biggest adversity I face is getting some criticism and still winning games, then I'm pretty lucky. So that's how I looked at it, and really just want to do everything I can to help us win. And if I'm doing that, then I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Is there anything about the Ohio State secondary that could be tricky for you? Something that could catch you off guard?
I'm sure they've had, I guess, 3 weeks they're gonna have 3 weeks to plan for us. I'm sure they'll have something that we haven't seen, but like I said, for the most part, they keep everything pretty simple, but they do what they do really well, and they have really good players and good corners, a good safety that comes down the box, plays a tight end some. So they do a lot of good things, and then obviously their D-line is really good, so it doesn't give you much time to look downfield.
Do you think you'll be able to take your shots now?
Yeah, I mean, I think just the playmakers we have, the O-line, everything, we're always going to have a chance to take shots downfield, and that'll be a part of the game plan like it is every week. But it'll just be about protecting and winning the matchups and me putting the ball where it's supposed to go.
Trevor, what's your relationship like with Justin Gale on that guy's cool?
Like I was just saying, we were about 30 minutes apart where we lived, and I saw him at a lot of camps and didn't know him really too well until probably our junior year. And then we worked out a few times. We had the same QB coach, and we weren't super close, but we texted every now and then, and I'd tell him good luck in whatever he was doing or anything like that.
I wonder how that fan base in, I don't know, Cherokee County or whatever, that there's not that much space between Cartersville and Marietta.
Mm-hmm.
How you guys are drawn from that area.
Yeah.
Conflict.
There's a lot of Georgia fans over there. I know that, 'cause living there, but yeah.
You've made a few Clemson fans.
Yeah, a couple.
Did you talk to him at all over the summer, like when he had transferred, and kind of did he ever pick your brain about kind of what the experience of actually being out there playing was?
Yeah, we did talk in the summer. I can't really remember what we talked about, to be honest, but we just kind of caught up, and I really can't remember. I think it was just mostly small talk and just catching up, but yeah.
What's Coach Deal meant? Do you see similarities in him and yourself because of having worked with the same QB coach?
Me and Justin?
Yeah.
Yeah, just some footwork stuff, and I think one thing I really like about him, he's really good poise, especially in the pocket, and just a smooth player. You watch him, and he's super athletic, but never really looks like he's running hard, and he's just a great player.
Is there something in the water in Georgia? I mean, Deshaun and you and Fields now.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Georgia's definitely got some good players, and being from there, we've known that, and there's so many good teams in Georgia. Well, on actual Christmas, I don't know what we're doing. We'll probably have like a little Christmas breakfast thing like we did last year. We did that in Dallas, but I'm gonna go home here, I guess Wednesday for a couple days, then we'll leave on Sunday. But yeah, I'll have an early Christmas, and then my second family out in Arizona will have another Christmas.
Funniest Secret Santa gift that you saw in the past?
Well, we do like a little Secret Santa thing with our team every year, and I got shampoo and conditioner last year from one of the players, and I gave Will Sweeney a Christmas onesie, so we do some good stuff. I think just the way our program's built, kind of how Coach Sweeney is, and we're built to play our best football at the end of the season, and that's our main goal, is getting better every week. And when we focus on being our best instead of being the best, it usually takes care of itself, and that's kind of our philosophy. Instead of a lot of teams look at who they're playing, when they're going to play, all these things, and we just focus on ourselves and being the best that we can be. Yeah. It's just, y'all see the same thing I do. Just, how he works in practice, I think, is the biggest thing. And, every day comes to work. And he's a really smart player, too. A lot of people don't see the little things, but just his releases, his, knowledge of what's going on, the play, whether it's a run play or pass play. He just really knows what's going on. And he's a really smart player, but also a huge playmaker, too. Yeah, it's cool. Just like I said, his journey, going from Kennesaw right near me to Georgia to Ohio State, and then us both playing in the semifinal out in Arizona is pretty cool, and it's going to be special.
Who gave you the shampoo and conditioning?
His name is Marquise Cease. So, yeah, he's one of our offensive linemen.
Your brand, or did he just go out off the...
He got me Pantene, which I'm not really using that anymore, but that was last year, so. It's Moroccan oil or something like that, yeah. Giving free advertising right now, but.
Wait till those name, image, likeness rights come through, and then what you've been very open about sort of the, I guess, trials and tribulations that come with the stardom that you have inherited. Who has been the biggest key in helping you kind of maneuver all of that and put it all in perspective?
I don't think it's necessarily one person. I think it's just a lot of people. Family, coaches from high school, coaches now, everyone here, my teammates. Chase Bryce has been a really good friend to me, and it's been really good to have a guy like him, and obviously in the QB room, but also we room together for games and stuff. So just having those people, and then obviously my relationship with God is really what has kept me grounded through all the good times and some of the trials. So.
It felt like, I don't want to put words into your mouth, but over the summer you were still kind of trying to figure out how to handle this, how to use that platform best. Do you feel like the experiences that you've had this year have given you a better understanding of all that and a better focus?